So today I am in Ocala, just about hour and a half from Central Florida, Orlando, just about 30 minutes to the villages. And I did a video about Ocala a while ago. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about things that are happening, things that are growing Ocala. Let's have a look. Let's go. I did a video about Ocala a while ago, and I wanted to revisit Ocala because of all the growth that Ocala is seeing with a population boom of up to 400,000 people with a national average of 1.4% of the household income. Ocala is just one of the suburban areas. It's a little bit more rural as compared to Central Florida. However, there's so much that's going on with the infrastructure, the housing development, and everything that is happening that a lot of people are choosing Ocala to be their home, because it's a lot more affordable when you compare that to any of the Central Florida suburban areas. And today I'm going to be talking about all such growth that's happening in Ocala, so you can decide if Ocala fits the bill for you to move in or to relocate to. So let's get into it. So with all the growth that Ocala has seen over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of growth in terms of the economics and the jobs that are coming to and are in Ocala. Ocala is home to over 200 plus manufacturers employing over 9,000 people, and the local government is putting in a lot of money into the infrastructure that is related to manufacturing and logistic hubs. There's also the downtown historic Hotel Marion, which is scheduled to be renovated towards the end of 2025, revitalizing the tourism and the hospitality sector, creating more jobs in that field. Ocala is also named one of the top 10 growth place for the last 5 years by Forbes magazine. So there's just a lot of things that is happening. Next up on the list is the growth related to the infrastructure for hospital, school, and all the residential development that we see right here in Ocala that are booming and are coming up. And it's a lot more affordable. Now, if you would like to know more about Ocala, you want to go deep dive into Ocala, make sure to check the video about Ocala. I've done that. A lot of things are very similar in terms of what I mentioned there. Now, this video is just about everything else that is just enhancing the overall infrastructure for Ocala. With over 42% of Ocala population between 30 to 64 and about 17% or so between the ages of 65 to 84, it's only natural for Ocala to invest heavily into the healthcare sector. And leading the pack is Advent Health, which has invested over $500 million in upgrading the current infrastructure that they have, providing better healthcare facility for its population, for its citizen. And you also have University of Florida Health, upcoming brand new community hospital that is going to be also coming very soon. HCA, which is another service provider for the healthcare or in the healthcare sector, also invested about $120 million in expanding the current state of its hospital, upgrading its equipment and providing much better facilities to its local population. And this all makes sense. So with all this development that's happening in the healthcare infrastructure, it's also inviting a lot of higher paying jobs in the healthcare sector in this area. Moving along to the next road that is happening in Ocala. So you're thinking about relocating to beautiful sunny Central Florida, Orlando, greater Orlando area. Well, I've got a thing for you. Me and my team, I've spent countless hours creating this ultimate relocation guide that's going to help you and save you a lot of hours in the research, from top employers to top hospitals, and a boatload of information that you need to know before you make that move. I've created that ultimate guide for you that's going to really help you to kind of figure out which part of Central Florida you want to move to. And I have the link for this down below, or it's pinned to the comment. So make sure that you click on it and get that. And did I mention it is absolutely free? I hope this helps. Savannah Reserve, Copperleaf, Falls of Ocala, a 55 plus community, Bellhaven, over 1,300 homes consisting of single family homes, townhome. There is a massive development that is going on in the residential side because of the population boom. Now, if you go deeper into the Ocala area, you also have custom homes, some equestrian property, because after all, Ocala is also known as the horse capital of the world. And if you are looking for that brand new home anywhere in Central Florida, Tampa Bay, and Ocala, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show, where I bring you these models, because we go around all these suburban areas, get you the new residential communities, everything that is coming. So there's a lot of growth that is happening on the residential side of things, where new communities are coming up. And some of these communities have resort style amenities. They are gated, non-gated. So all kind of real estate is here in Ocala. And like I mentioned, this is one of the massive growth because of everything is so intertwined and related that we are now seeing, and it's a lot more affordable when you compare that to any of the area. Now, I say a lot more affordable at this point in time because prices and things have changed. And guys, if you've been sitting on the fence because you're trying to time the market, don't do that, my friends. I have been doing real estate for a very long time, and I can tell you the question you really need to ask yourself is, can you afford a home in today's pricing with the current rate? And especially if you're looking for that new built home, let us know, because we have helped hundreds of families buy some inventory home with interest rate as low as 4.25. So moving along to the next sector and the next growth area in Ocala. Interstate 75 is the major road that connects Ocala all the way to Gainesville and also connects Central Florida, Orlando area. And there's a lot of expansion that is happening alongside Interstate 75. The construction started in February of 2025, and it is being done to improve the logistic and connectivity of Ocala to Gainesville and to Orlando, because there is a lot of manufacturing jobs and a lot of warehouses that are kind of located right on the exit ways or right very close to Interstate 75 to improve the logistic and transportation. So there's a lot of growth that is happening to be able to have better connectivity, to ease traffic congestions and everything, and to make easier connectivity of Ocala as a major manufacturing hub that Ocala is. There's expansion for warehouses and industrial areas to position Ocala as the major county job creator when it comes to manufacturing. Now moving along to the next section of this video. As much as I love doing these videos, what I love the most is helping families move to Central Florida. So if you've been thinking about making that move, whether it's now, a week from now, or a month, me and my team has helped countless families move to Florida. So let's start a conversation. My information is right up there. We look forward to connect to you. Back to the video. Ocala is also known as the horse capital of the world, and I'm standing right outside the World Equestrian Center, which brings in about $2.62 billion annually to the local economy of Ocala, supporting over 19,000 jobs in equestrian activities, hosting a lot of international competition and luxury events, thereby increasing tourism and hospitality sector, bringing in more jobs related to that industry. And there's a lot of growth that this industry has seen. And at the same time, you're not very far, about an hour and a half to all the Central Florida has to offer. And Gainesville is just about half an hour to 45 minutes down the road. Villages, so the location of Ocala is really unique, but you get a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to real estate in Ocala at this point. Now, this is going to be changing as any major city, with all the growth, everything starts to go up in prices. And if you've been really thinking hard to kind of move into a community, a nice retirement community that has good infrastructure, then Ocala is definitely a great contender to be. Now, talking about that, let's get into the next growth area for Ocala. So this morning I woke up really early to come to Ocala, which is about an hour and a half from where I live, to do this video for you. And my little one, yep, this one, yeah, don't go on the cuteness. He woke up so early, like on a school day, you got to scrape them out of bed, and on a day that they can sleep in, they just woke up like roosters, early in the morning. And he scared the bejeebies out of me. But that's another video for another day. But let me talk about the little people and the infrastructure related to the school. There are new schools that are being built in Ocala to support the growing population that Ocala has been seeing. In August 2025, we're going to have a new elementary school that will be opening up ahead of budget and ahead of the schedule. And also they laid the groundwork for new Ocala High School that they started construction. It is scheduled to be done in 2026 August, so it would be up and running. And by the time it's all said and done, it's going to be having about 2011 students or so with a capacity, and that's going to go up to 2,700 plus students once the third floor is done. And it's a massive $140 million project that they are working on. So there's a lot of growth that is happening and a lot of infrastructure that is also coming along to support that growth. Now, as you can see, Ocala is just not growing, it's also thriving. Yes, it's a little bit deep down, and you will find a lot of value for your money, as I've been saying this throughout, because I know what the market has done in the Central Florida suburban area. But if you start to go out a little bit, and let's just say if you are retiring and your budget is in the lower 200 to 300, you can still find a really nice property with beautiful Florida weather, and you're not very far. So if your grandkids come along, there's also 55 plus community. I really hope that you get a lot of value from my videos, and if you do, please do me a favor, press that thumbs up button, send the link to somebody that may need to know all this information that's going to help them in making a decision. And if you are looking to buy that home, give us a call. We are here to help and serve you. Now, please keep in mind, when you call us, you'll be talking to somebody on my team. Their job is to give you the information. And now that I'm doing my song and dance on Instagram and TikTok and everything else in between to get your attention, please make sure to catch me over there. And don't forget Orlando Home Show for all brand new homes. Until the next community video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.